All right, so first things first, man. The rhetoric versus reality. What is simply not matching up? And we gotta dispel and throw that shit out, man. Seriously, like niggas be talking in terms of baseline or guideline. We understand that, but it's not being received as such, right? So what's the first one? What you think? What should we try to mine out and understand?
Definitely the single moms part, bro.
Okay.
That shit right there, cap.
Yeah. Word.
Super duper cap.
Not the cap.
So just from a statistical standpoint, right? And again, even this is mainly going towards dudes that are not that don't have kids too, first and foremost. Okay. A lot of single dudes though, again, like I said, anecdotally, we can look at, like I said, the example we talked about earlier. A lot of single dudes are still ending up with single moms, right? I.e., like when I started out, I was young, you know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up with my first, you know what I'm saying, kids, because she was a single mom. And, you know, I didn't know no better. I didn't know none of the shit or so on and so forth. And that's what happens a lot of the times. So brothers start dealing with the single mom and a lot of different factors happen. And now you start liking her, right? You know, as a person, you're not looking at the fact of the matter that she got kids already and all different things. She uses the kids to draw you in. That's why we tell the young cats to like just keep that out of there, period. Because those women, bro, women are survivalists and women are like seducers, right? And they know how to do that shit the most. But that's definitely it, man. Most dudes is not fucking knocking single moms off the list, bro. You know, be it you know, casual or serious relationship, they're not doing it.
Yeah. Now, what happens when you sorry, Aaron, do you want to give your 2 cents on it? Because then I got a follow-up question. What happens?
I agree.
So what happens then? They call that man who doesn't automatically X out single mom, even though I think the terminology is misplaced. They'll call him a simp, as an example. So how do we reconcile that? Why did that term come out?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen the simp thing put towards the single mom aspect so much as if you take it. Now, if you take it serious, you become a stepdad. Now they call you simp.
But what happens though? Like you want some, you like her, right? Because you like her. She start to grow on you. She cool. She ain't defined by her kid, or is she? Right? And then what do niggas do then?
Niggas not thinking. That's what I'm saying. Niggas not thinking. You like the kids. Fuck them kids. Y'all ain't going to the movies with kids. Y'all ain't going to dinner and whatever, lunch, whatever with the kids. You know what I'm saying? You definitely ain't worried about no kids when she got legs in the air. You know, they at Big Mama house or y'all at the hotel or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or at your crib where the kids ain't at. So all those things in the factor, bro. And then like you said, I think a lot of dudes, I can do this shit. It ain't, I mean, you know, kids ain't that bad. You know what I mean?
People make it make sense in their head.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like, listen, human beings are creatures of comfort, bro. You know what I'm saying? And once you get comfortable with something, that's why so many, like men especially, you stay in a relationship that may not be any good for you or that you're even miserable in, because a lot of dudes have the fear of trying to start over and, you know, get something new, right? You stick with the what they say, stick with the devil you know than the one you don't, some shit like that.
Yeah. The grass ain't always greener type shit, right?
Yeah.
And it just, what you think, Aaron?
I think the other thing is when people talk about single moms, they have this image in their head, of this woman like from deepest, most desolate parts of the hood with, you know, the fuzzy slippers. You know, she's 29. The oldest child is 17, and that's the oldest of 6 or 7. And she's eating hot Cheetos. You know what I mean? She's in and out of the bodega and shit, and that's her trip for the day. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? She always rolling her backwards or some shit. And like, that's it. A lot of these single mothers are not that.
What are they?
Well, sometimes they're formally married.
Sometimes.
A lot of times they're formally married, or they may have 1 or 2. But they're just regular women.
Aaron. You what now? They formally married. What?
No, he's saying. So he's saying
what?
Divorce.
Yeah, but that's not a lot of the time, though. Our kids are born out of wedlock too much for that to be a lot of the time.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of time there.
I would say 30%.
That matches the divorce rate.
If you think about 30%, it's a big number.
That matches the divorce rate.
Of course it does.
Think about that.
That's a big number. 3 out of 10 women.
That ain't no. The majority of the time you run into a woman though, she don't have no kids.
Yeah, she ain't married.
I mean, she ain't never been married. Real shit.
That's a thing.
3 out of 10 women.
No. Aaron does bring up a great point. That's another thing too. So the qualification and classification. A divorced woman is not a single mom, quote unquote, the same. You're not a baby mama. She's a single mom, but she's not a baby mama. I think that terminology matters a lot too. So a man that's dealing with a woman that's a baby mom's is not the same as a man dealing with a woman that's a single mom. Again, all in all, like you said, he has children himself already.
What I'm saying is, but see, we can't. What's the point of the differentiation though?
Huge, because it matters.
Well, but we always talk about how they so fickle in divorce, right? How women are divorced for anything. So I guess we're saying her prescriptions are different, right? Essentially, is the reason why we make a differentiation. But can we argue that they aren't?
Well, no. Yeah, no. You can argue. You definitely argue that they aren't, because again, a woman that gets married, and like I said, that's why I say it's still it's going to be conditions on that too, because a big trend now is a woman to get married just to have a kid and get the fuck up out of there. But she's been married, I'd say more than 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And that kid is that. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. For that was a real marriage and shit didn't work out.
Okay, what one would you prefer? A woman with kids, a divorcee with kids, or a woman that had a kid out of wedlock?
Principle wise, I would prefer the woman. I would prefer the divorcee. Principle wise.
Now, is it more or less likely that father is involved?
If she's married, more likely, most definitely. That's
much more likely.
So if you're a man coming in, right, and it's less likely that the father will be involved if she had that kid out of wedlock, at least to a different extent, and if he is involved, right? Wouldn't, as a man, you almost prefer the one that kind of didn't come out of the construct of marriage?
No, because that kid now that kid's gonna be a problem, more likely than not.
Yeah,
he don't got his daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, because my father, my older brother, he's 12 years older than me, and so my father told his father in a direct conversation that he was taking over. But like that's how the old school niggas used to do it. I think I've seen that happen a couple times. To like kind of like removal of the other man, so to speak. Because his involvement, I just wonder what it looks like. But I think to your point, it benefits the kid, and the kid should have a little bit better behavior if his father was involved.
Yeah.
So, what, Aaron? What you about to say?
No, I'm trying desperately not to use my situation as an example purely because it's anecdotal.
Well, tell us. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't see any of the bullshit that people talk about. Like me and we get along, and in fact, it's almost a blessing that these boys have like 2 fathers. Like we align on everything. We lean on each other when it comes to discipline. He's not trying to change my household. He respects who I am as a man, as an individual. I had an upbringing that he didn't have. So he appreciates me in his son's life. He appreciates me as the guy behind the wheel of the household that his son lives in. And he does nothing but try to support me. Really, the beef is between him and my wife, and that's marital. And I'm expecting that to be there. But as far as like this shit that people are talking about, I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
She was married?
My wife's previous husband, yeah.
Okay. You said they have beef? What did you say?
No, just you normal, like, the friction.
Back and forth shit.
Right, yeah. But there's no friction between he and I. None.
You're able to compartmentalize that?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
So you saying if they have friction, you and him don't have friction?
No.
But explain that.
The friction that they have is light. I mean, it's just typical. You think there's not going to be friction between a divorced couple?
Okay.
They just don't like each other. I get it. They're divorced. They're not supposed to. He doesn't disrespect her at all.
Okay. So they'll have a back and forth.
Not even close. In fact, they'll lean on me to cool each other out. And she'll come to me trying to figure out what he's thinking.
Damn, that is such a... It just sounds just so... I understand. I understand what you're saying. That's
why I said I didn't want to go down it, because it's too anecdotal and it just doesn't...
We're talking about the reality, right? The rhetoric versus the reality. And so the reality is you have a good relationship with him and her, or obviously her. But then you have to play mediator, and then you have to compartmentalize.
I'm overselling it. I'm probably overselling it. When I say have to play mediator, no, it's not. It's not like I have to play mediator. There's always going to be some friction when you're dealing with it, even if it's just, why can't he, drop him off? Why I got to go get, look, like you arguing and bickering over bullshit. Sometimes one day you're going to have to go drop him off and pick him up. And the next time, one day he's going to have to drop him off and pick him up. You fussing over bullshit is what I'm saying. Like little dumb shit like that. Like who's picking him off and dropping shit? There's times I'm like, but shut the fuck up. And I'll get in the car and go pick him up. He lives on the side of town, and my parents do anyway. I'll go have a fucking bottle of scotch with my father. You know what I mean? Go eat a steak or something, go get him and come home. Like, just dumb shit like that. But that's that bickering shit that happens. It's like sibling bickering that happens between a divorced couple. None of it's real.
Yeah.
There's no real beef. The man is busy. The man had to go to work. He got called in. Go get your son. Go get the boy. You busy because you had to take him. But and then he'll do the same. Oh, I gotta come. Why don't I just put him in over? Listen, man. I get it. You gotta go to work. You know what? He can lock the door on the way out. I'll come get him. Take your ass to work. Or whatever the case is. Just dumb shit like that. None of it's really heavy like that.
I see. Go ahead, Mr. Fantastic.
No, I was gonna say that. Bro, women lean on you anyway. So even if he wasn't in a relationship, if it wasn't his wife, it'll be his sister, it'll be his cousin, it'll be some other woman or whatever that does the same thing. And where you, as a man, have to be the reasonable, rational person for two people that just don't get along that you share in common, right? And like you said, for the sake of, like you said, the child Aaron is the person, like, bro, this ain't about y'all. All right, y'all got beef or whatever. Y'all made the fucking kid. The kid is what matters. Put your fucking bickering aside, do y'all two, and figure the shit out.
Exactly.
Me coming to learn this shit, bro. As much as my relationship with my ex-wife has improved, she's still getting to the point where her little moves and shit, where she just want to bitch and whine and complain. I'm like, yo, what do you need me to do? Well, no. What did I do wrong? Tell me what I need to do so I can fix it. I ain't got time to argue with you. We not together. So that shit right there is over with. So if I fucked up, my bad. What do I need to do to fix it? And you know what I'm saying? I try my best not to fucking do this shit no more. Women really are, bro. Women love just nagging, dog. I don't think you understand that shit.
So wait, has she started dating yet?
Nah. Well, yes and no.
I don't know what that means. That's fantastic.
Yes and no. That's what it means. I mean, she has dated, but I don't think she's currently dating.
Okay. Damn, man. And so they put the word simp out there so often. Are we simply okay, let me ask you about this construct, the reality of it, right? Does the word apply at all?
Yeah, it applies. Simp definitely applies. Simp has its place. Oh. It's just overused. So a simp is a man, again, that's basically dealing with a woman for the most part. The biggest simp is a nigga dealing with a woman that don't want him. That's the biggest simp. You wasting time, you wasting money, you wasting resources, you wasting all these things on a woman that clearly does not want you, and more likely than not, she's using you for something. So she's benefited from it's a one-way beneficial relationship. All of your praises and grand rising queen, and I'm gonna send you $30 for your lunch for Cash App and all this other shit.
This niggas.
I'm definitely not scared, nigga.
No, I hit the wrong button. I'm into this.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that's a simp without a doubt. The problem is when you get to the point of where like niggas is saying now, oh, if you post your girl on what's name, you a simp. Like, nah, fam. I mean, damn, you can post your old lady. Now if she got that ass and them titties out now, I don't know, that's a little different. But you posting a picture with your old lady, man, that'll make you a fucking simp. You guys are together in a relationship. What's the problem with you? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, what you think about this one? I was saying they want to eliminate single moms from their dating pool, right? But the overwhelming majority of people want to date their own women, right? For sake of argument. And so to just simply eliminate them, and we already don't have a bunch of options, makes no sense for a man who already doesn't have a bunch of options.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. The math ain't mathing. Half of the women already have kids. Over half of the women have kids. 60% of women have kids, right? Be it divorcee, be it single mom, baby mom, or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Then, like you said, of the 35% or whatever so that's left, you mean to tell me 100% of the niggas finna get the 35%? Somebody be left out in the cold, and we know you niggas gotta have. Niggas get. I'm gonna say it. You niggas don't hate. I don't know why y'all niggas need pussy. Okay, brother. I don't give a fuck what you niggas claim, what you say. Or I don't. Niggas need pussy. You hear me? So that's how I know again, man. And that's how a lot of these dudes end up getting caught up in these relationships with, you know, quote unquote single moms and so on and so forth, because just sex alone. And then like you said, hey, she's not that bad, you know, whatever. Mind you, like you said, Hamp, shit. Hey, most people not getting married anyway. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? You having a little, you know, situationship with a baby mama, mm-hmm. People may not even know. You know, in today's climate, a lot of these dudes out here, you know, got an old lady that's 3-4 baby daddies down, and you'll never ever notice it because, hey, you know, they're not posting no pics on fucking Instagram. They're not shouting it from the rooftops, but that's their old lady.
Yeah, and niggas be
older
chilling.
You get,
enjoying
it. The older you get, the more thin the selection without children becomes.
Definitely.
I mean, even at 24, the numbers that Fantastic are spitting, I think, stick, and they only get worse the older you get. You got to remember, I got married at 36. In the vast majority of the time, I was not there. I was one of them before red pill was a pill. I was like, no, if you got children, I'm not dealing with you because I don't have children. I got the right to, you know what I mean? Like, that was me from the time I found out what a woman was up until about 32. I was like, fuck y'all. And it got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Since 20, I keep seeing these single women all over the place. And I had completely shut out into the cold some pretty decent prospects on the virtue that they had children. And I started to think, what's the purpose here? What's the cost benefit ratio you dealing with here? And the older you get, it only gets worse. You think you're gonna be 40 years old and have a plethora access to a plethora of women that don't have children? You're out of your tree, my son.
I was trying to tell these niggas, bro. It just what the reality is, man. You know, and they talking about like, yo, you change your the woman is the key, right? Depending on how dope that woman is, you'd be surprised what becomes negotiable. See, that's what happens with niggas all the time. Niggas think that, oh, y'all being weak for making a concession regarding the kid. Well, you make a concession regarding her attitude, regarding how much she respects you, regarding the fact that she don't come from a good family. Niggas make all these concessions as long as she pretty enough. We've been saying shit like, hey, let me go get a girl at McDonald's if she look like a 9. But she become a liability. She ain't no asset to you. That sound like some stupid simp shit to me. Right? Niggas concede on everything else. And then when you say kid, now niggas is like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my one non-negotiable. But y'all niggas don't get no cooperation from your chick. You don't get no respect from your chick. She got a crazy ass mouth talking to you. She disrespect you in public. but she don't got a kid, so you think you ain't making no concessions? Come on, man.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Damn, that one is gonna be. We're gonna drop the link. We're gonna fight about that one for sure. Because I think niggas is out here thinking they doing a thing. They think they doing a thing, right? But niggas ain't even out here talking to women.
They ain't doing shit. I've had them all, done it all from around the world, both sides of the equator. Legit receipts to show they ain't doing shit. Let me tell you.
Yeah, man. That's another thing too, Ham. You say it's access, bro. That's the most niggas, bro. Most niggas not in that 20%, bro. That 20% where the woman is gonna seek you out. That woman is gonna she's physically attracted to you, right? To where she wants to deal with you, and you ain't got to get this bitch the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. You ain't got to hit it with the after 7 motherfucking package. You feel me? So, understanding that shit, bro. That's why I say, man, a lot of this stuff, you know, it's a good thing, and again, framework for you to operate within. But when it really come time to put that shit to motherfucking practice, hey, niggas skipping out, bro.
Right. You're looking at the average marriage age, right? You know, young boys, you know, again, I think another issue is we speak in a whole lot of platitudes. I don't want to derail, right? But just generally speaking, we speak in a lot of platitudes. That means it's like, get your money up. Thanks. How do I do it? What do I do? What do I take up in school? Lose weight. How do I do it? They got pizza at Planet Fitness on Tuesday, right? But it's very platitudinal in advice, right? But we're not telling nobody how to actually get to it. So what's the reality? That's why Mr. Fantastic put this subject up here, right? This topic. Because these things aren't just happening. You have to make them happen. And they happen later in life, right? When people start to understand, oh, I can't just eat McDonald's and ramen noodles because I ain't 18. I ain't 22. You know, so when you start to come into yourself, you're probably 35. And then now you start to look at the woman in a different way because you have leverage now, right? I got my money up a little bit. I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to formulate my life. But now the women around your age, because, well, this is the next one. The kids are coming, period. The kids are coming. So what is your reality at that point? I think that's a hell of a... Perfect. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.